Inflation is hovering near a 40-year high. There's no simple answer to why inflation is worsening. Experts agree there are a lot of different contributing factors. But one thing is certain, recent rising prices have gone hand in hand with record profits for the nation's largest corporations. Newswatch 12's Michael Lodeholtz explains.
Inflation is putting a pinch on the average person, but not everyone.
CEO pay for the largest corporations of 30%.
Kevin Barr is a professor of finance at the University of Stevens Point. He says, while most families are struggling, the largest companies in America are posting record profits.
Pick a measure, and it all points to, a lot of people struggled last year, but some people not so much.
Inflation is often measured using the Consumer Price Index, a combination of household good prices. This means that if companies raise their prices, inflation rises. This graph shows that corporate profits increased around 25% in 2021, a time when people were scrambling to make ends meet. Barr says there are other factors, and inflation is not just a U.S. problem.
Inflation right now, it is a global problem.
The war in Ukraine has upended a lot of markets.
With Putin's invasion, that's really created a lot of turmoil in the energy markets, and it could cause further turmoil in food markets down the road.
With the energy market in turmoil on a world stage, Barr said large corporations again are taking advantage.
And if you look at the stock prices of oil companies this year, pick a company, ConocoPhillips, Exxon, most of the oil companies are up between about 25 and 40% year to date, and that's in a down market.
Washington now has a bill in circulation to combat these price hikes. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin has co-authored a bill attempting to prevent the largest businesses in the country from price gouging.
We're not as focused on these small businesses. What we're really focused on is these really large businesses that are jacking up their prices with no justification.
Professor Barr agrees that something needs to be done.
It's not going to cure everything, but again, you try to do what you can to temper the inflation that you can.
In Rhinelander, Michael Lodeholtz for Newswatch 12.
Professor Barr said recent government spending may have contributed to inflation, but added it helped the U.S. economy recover from the worst of the pandemic.